speak about the issues that made y'all like immediately move from Detroit, Michigan to Baton Rouge, Louisiana?
Definitely. It was the Untouchables and Young Boys Incorporated. Those were gangs. But see, the thing was, when they found out that your parent did drugs, they took over your house. Your house became a drug house. So every house we lived in, if it wasn't already a drug house, it became a drug house. So my brothers didn't have no way out. They was the right age. See, I was maybe a little too young, but they was 9, 10, and 11. They were old enough. So you had to sell drugs if your mom was on drugs. Like, that was part of, her getting high was your children have to work for us. And, too much of that, it got dangerous. Because like, say for instance, one of them might be doing good, and then my mom might, break them down, and then that's a problem with them, and then it's a problem with whoever fronting them, because you get fronted. Like, they might give you 2 ounces of crack already cut up in fine little vials, and you just got to sell them. The sale's going to automatically come. So, like, with that being said, it became, like, my mom thought she was going to lose one of them. My older 3 brothers, they was already running away and here and there and, couldn't take the struggle. They was tired of stealing water, bringing it back to the crib, so they had to run away. So with that, they started getting LL Cool J troops and big Levi jackets and started looking like little drug dealers, but they had to do it. And she was like, no, we have to go. So she got us all, and we left. We landed in Baton Rouge. One of my brothers went back, and I always thought he'd be the one to save us, and he went back and got hooked on crack himself. So that's how hard Detroit was. He thought he was going to go back and his people was going to save him because he had a different dad, but other than that, he couldn't handle Detroit by himself.
Ooh, okay. So, speaking of your other siblings, your brothers, how hard did your brothers go in the streets, and was that like an influence to you to go to school and did what you did at the age of 7 by taking what they had, exposed out to y'all?
My brothers was bitter from what my mom did them, I think. How she didn't have no answers for them about, where were they fathers and why they wasn't getting the proper love, because they got a little bit of the good life before the crack epidemic. Because before the crack epidemic, you could be struggling and be all right. You can borrow eggs and sugar and milk and go to the neighbor's house and eat and get popsicles and all that. But after the crack epidemic, it wasn't no help. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody was, survival of whoever got anything. So, like, that kind of changed it. So, my brothers was more so of the type of brothers that didn't want to be big brothers. Like, they didn't want me as a responsibility, so I had to get it on my own. I had to fend for myself, like, the whole time. I got 3 big brothers, but they never were brotherly. They never showed me how to play sports or, took me nowhere or bought me anything or nothing like that. Once I got old enough, I basically just looked out for them, like carried the load. I'm the big brother. I'm the youngest. But as far as in looking out for who and who did what and what and in the streets and like who you got to deal with if you cross somebody, me, Bighead.
Facts.